Hey everybody, I'm going to attempt today a spring replacement on my garage door. Never done it before. A little hesitant from watching some of the other videos. So this is just going to be a little feedback on my experience of somebody who's never done this job before. I got a quote. I actually called somebody, he stood me up. So I decided to order the parts, which on Amazon were relatively cheap, about $100. And I'm gonna just try and tackle it myself. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, here's a little update so far. I have got the new springs on. They're not connected at the middle yet. I got them attached at the pulleys. I got my vice grip up there. And right now I'm just gonna connect them at the middle, and then I will begin to torque them. The only question is, I got them as my cable's about as taut as I can. It seems to be a touch tighter on the left side with the vice grip side than it is at the right side. I tried to get it as tight as I can, so hopefully we'll see if that affects it, but I don't know because I've never done this project, but we'll see. All right, gonna go try and attach them at the center. All right, it is secured in the middle. That was pretty easy. Now the part I've been dreading is to torque them. So I'm starting on the left side and I'm going to torque it, and I will then move to the right. All right, so I got them up, I got them torqued. I will say I had a little problem. This is actually the second time I had to do it. The first time I did it, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but when I tested the doors, everything got tangled on both wheels. Thank God my daughter was here and we had to do like an emergency whole thing, and it was kind of a mess. So there's no video of that because I was kind of in panic mode. I had to undo it from the sides. There's some little latches on the sides, undo it, kind of unwrap it, and kind of restart. So as you can see, the garage door is up. It's actually the next day. I will tell you this, and I told you from the beginning, this is a frank review from somebody who's never done this project before. I would consider myself pretty handy around the house. I do a lot of stuff myself on my cars here. This was a pretty, I actually have to say it's a pretty hard project. It's kind of a pain in the butt. The actual putting the springs on, and I guess we can look at my other garage door, putting the springs on and kind of putting it all together, that was easy. I mean, I had the whole thing together. I thought it was going to be done in 45 minutes. Where I got stuck was the pulleys. The pulleys, I did everything. I watched multiple videos online. What happened is when I lifted my door all the way up, which you'll see kind of like stutter step videos in here. This is just very frank. This is very real. When the door went all the way up, they got loose. And they seemed to be tight when I put it all together. Everything seemed to be tight. I kind of dinged them like you would a guitar string or whatever. Everything seemed to be tight, but when the door went up, they just untangled. So I had to quit. Now I will tell you, it's probably 130 degrees in my garage right now. It's the middle of the summer. We're having a heat wave. So I was dehydrated. I worked about 2 hours last night on the project, and then I had to quit. I was just soaked. So I came out here this morning. The way I ended up doing it is I watched another video on how to tighten the pulleys. So after they messed up again this morning, instead of undoing the whole thing again, I just went over to the pulleys. I kind of pushed the door up a little bit, put a vice grip underneath the pulley. Underneath the track right there. And then I just rewound the cable on the pulley, adjusted the pulley again, already up there, didn't take anything apart, and then kind of let the door drop, and it seemed to work. So project itself, putting the springs on, winding the springs, that's where I was really worried. Was pretty simple. The hard thing for me was the pulleys. Nobody seemed to talk about that. But that's where I seem to get myself in trouble. So that's my 2 cents. Again, this isn't probably the greatest video, but I just wanted to put something out there that my experience was the project, putting the springs on, attaching everything, putting it all together, simple, really easy. Mine was the adjusting of the pulleys. That's where I ran into trouble. So hopefully this helps somebody. Good luck.